In the Bible and in many ancient and sacred texts, there are references to people or a group of people who were actually descended from gods. They were human, but descended from the gods. And the ancient Druids were no exception. So in this next case that we are reading from Horns of the Goddess by Dolores Cannon, client Kay, who is going back into a past life as a female druid, will be sharing with us their version of a tale of people who were descended from gods. Dolores, about how old are you at this time? Kay, perhaps 24, 25. Dolores, then you are still a young woman. Kay, I am approaching middle age. Dolores, you're no longer a child anyway. The women in your group, are they ever allowed to marry? Kay, it is very rare that any of the women have a desire to do so. But if they come and find that this is in their path, if the lady gives her permission, then it is granted. Dolores, then you're not strictly forbidden. No. But it doesn't happen very often? Kay, who would exchange a life of that for this? And a chance to serve my lady and all men rather than just one. Kay, what kind of life would a young woman lead that wouldn't be chosen for this service to your lady? Kay, working in a field or just raising children and helping her husband. Dolores, so she would live a normal human life, in other words. Kay, what knowledge is gained from this, I do not know. Harriet. So these women don't really have the opportunity to learn. They merely serve by producing more children? Yes. But yours is a service that can help from a healing standpoint and raising the level of the mind? Kay. I hope to. Harriet. Really then, you're protecting the power and maintaining it. If you were not here to do this, this power would be lost. Okay. I love this. And there are actually many women who have chosen not to have children in this lifetime, many star seeds who have chosen the same path as well. We see echoes of this in our past lives. I myself have seen at least one priestess past life that I've had where I devoted my life. I shunned romance, I shunned the concept of having children, and I devoted my entire life to this priestess path. And I think this is a very common thread with a lot of the women that are drawn to me, that are drawn to my programs, that are drawn to having a past life regression, is because, maybe they haven't chosen that in this lifetime, but there is something from past lifetimes that is ready to be unlocked with them, some type of ancient remembrance, ancient spiritual gifts, ancient lost knowledge that needs to be brought into the collective at this time. And so many of us starseeds and mystics and healers and channels and priestesses from past lives are coming into this life now with a purpose to bring this information back. And so I absolutely love reading about this because it's close to home for me personally. Anyways, back to the session. So Dolores says, you said you come to the island once a month and you live in caves or wherever you can hide. What do you do with the rest of your time? Kay, we travel, and if there's someone who needs us, we go out to find them. We spend time gathering foods and always learning new things, gathering herbs and drying them, making different things to heal with, yes. Dolores, but isn't that dangerous whenever you go where other people are? Kay, we would not be called if they did not wish to have us there and to protect us. Dolores, the people will protect you? Yes. When they have need of us, we are safe from harm. How do they get word to you if they don't know where you hide? They just let it be known that there's someone who's ill and we will know. Dolores, so the message is given mostly through the lady? She tells you where to go? Kay, or the old ones? Dolores, the old ones? You said before that you lived with the old ones in the caves. Kay, yes, sometimes they share the caves with us. Who are the old ones? They are the people of the hills. They have always been here. They were here when our people came. They follow the old gods and keep them from being forgotten. Dolores. Are the old ones people? Yes. I thought maybe they might be like the lady. And these can be both men and women? Yes. And that's all they're called, the old ones? K. It is said that the old ones are descended from the gods. A long time ago, before man set foot on this earth, the old ones walked the earth, and life was good. And then there came men and women from who knows where, and the gods found this pleasing that there should be others also. And some of the women found favor with the gods. And it is said that these are their children, of these women and the gods. And each one is named after the god of their family. Dolores. Then they are called the old ones, not because they are very, very old, but because they come from these old ... K. It is this dying race. There are fewer and fewer born each year, and they are being pushed back into the hills because of all the other things, the strangers, such as come to this land. And they're being pushed back like we. And it's through fear and superstition that many of them have died of just hunger. Each of them is of a family that serves one of the old gods, and the oldest of that family is always named of the god that they follow. And they are kept alive by those who still remember and leave offerings at the crossroads. And they share it with us in the names of the gods who they descended from. Dolores. And by remembering these gods, they keep their religion alive? K. They have starved because no one, or very few, leave offerings that used to be left at the crossroads for them. Dolores. They use this to live on? Yes. And they're being forgotten? Yes. That's a shame. Dolores. And they know which god they came from because they carry the same name? Yes. And they let your people live with them sometimes? K. We help them when we're able to, and for this it is considered good, because the old ones, they have smiled upon us too, and they know that we mean them no harm. Dolores. And there are people who do mean you harm in this land? Yes.